Today, we are going to build a simple but really powerful routine to get your mind and body ready for some deep restorative sleep. So, if you want to wake up feeling refreshed and actually ready to take on the day, let's dive right in.
So, does this picture feel a little too real? The day is technically over, you're in bed, but your brain did not get the memo. It's just going a mile a minute. You're tossing, you're turning, you're replaying conversations from yesterday, and you're building tomorrow's to-do list. It's so frustrating, and it happens to almost everyone. But the solution is way more straightforward than you probably think.
And right here, this is the whole game. Great sleep doesn't just happen when your head hits the pillow. It's actually the result of winding down on purpose. You have to send a clear signal to your entire system, your brain and your body, that the day is officially done, and it is now time to rest. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the problem itself, then we're going to walk through 4 super clear, actionable steps: the digital sunset, the brain dump, the comfort ritual, and the gentle stretch. And then, at the end, we'll put it all together into your new sleep toolkit. All right, first up is probably the single most important step for anyone living in the 21st century. We're talking about the digital sunset. This is all about taking your evening back from the constant glow of your screens. I mean, this analogy is just perfect because it's so true. Think about it. That bright bluish light from your phone, your tablet, your laptop, it is actively shouting at your brain, "Hey, wake up, it's the middle of the day, be alert." That is the absolute opposite of the message you want to be sending right before you try to sleep. And here's the science of what's actually going on. Your body has this amazing internal clock, and as it gets dark, it's designed to produce a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is your natural time-for-sleep signal. But when you stare into a bright screen, that blue light hits your eyes and basically slams the brakes on melatonin production. We're not talking about a small effect either. Some studies show that just a couple of hours of screen time at night can literally cut your melatonin levels in half. And what I love about this is how clearly it shows the 2 paths you can take. You see on the left, you've got the brain that's been exposed to blue light. It's alert, it's active, and it's blocking that crucial sleep hormone. Then on the right, you have a brain in darkness. It's relaxed, it's calm, and it's letting the melatonin do its job. You literally get to choose which one of these brains you take to bed with you. So here is the super simple action plan. You're going to treat this like a real appointment with yourself. Set an alarm for about 60 to 90 minutes before you actually want to be asleep. And when that alarm rings, that's it. All screens go off. Phones, TVs, tablets, everything. No exceptions. It's going to feel a little weird at first, but trust me, it is a total game changer. Okay, so we've handled the external noise, right? The screens are off. Now it's time to deal with all of that internal chatter. And that brings us to step 2, the brain dump. Ever wonder why your mind just won't switch off? It's because it's trying to be a really good, but really anxious personal assistant. Your brain is actually hardwired to remember things that are unfinished. They're like these open loops, and your mind just refuses to close them. It hangs on tight, and that's what creates all that mental tension when you're trying to relax. And the solution here is surprisingly simple and very low-tech. Just get a basic notebook and a pen. And for 5 minutes, just 5, write down everything that's bouncing around in your head. Every task, every idea, every little worry. Don't try to organize it, don't filter it, just get it all out onto the paper. And this quote just says it all. This is the magic of it. By getting those thoughts out of your head, you're doing something called cognitive offloading. You're basically giving your brain permission to stop worrying about them because it knows they're safely stored somewhere else. That open loop is now closed, and you can almost physically feel that mental weight left. Okay, let's move on to our 3rd step. So you've disconnected from screens, you've quieted your mind. Now it's time to actively signal to your body that it's time to relax with a comfort ritual. This is all about creating a positive cue, a trigger for sleep. A digital sunset tells your brain what not to do, but a comfort ritual tells your body what to do, unwind. And the key here is just doing it consistently. Over time, your body learns this cue, and it starts to relax almost automatically, which makes falling asleep feel totally effortless. And here are a few great screen-free ideas to get you started. You could brew a warm cup of herbal tea, like chamomile. You could put on some relaxing music or maybe a calm podcast. Or, my personal favorite, you can get lost in a real, actual, physical book. The activity itself becomes this powerful trigger that tells your whole system that sleep is just around the corner. And now for our final step, This one is all about the body. Step 4 is the gentle stretch, and it's designed to release all that physical tension you've been carrying around all day long. I mean, just think about your day. We spend so many hours hunched over desks, sitting in cars, dealing with stress. All of that tension gets stored in our muscles, especially our neck, shoulders, and back. It keeps our bodies in this low-level state of fight or flight, and that physical tightness is directly linked to higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which is the absolute enemy of good sleep. You really don't need a full-on yoga class here. These 3 simple movements are perfect. Child's pose feels amazing on your lower back. Cat and cow gets some gentle movement into your spine, and legs up the wall, this one is incredible. It helps activate your body's rest and digest mode, which sends a powerful signal of calm right before you get into bed. So there you have it, 4 powerful steps that all work together. Let's wrap this up and package it into your own personal toolkit for getting consistently great sleep. Just remember these 4 names: the digital sunset, to handle the light; the brain dump, to handle your thoughts; the comfort ritual, to cue relaxation; and the gentle stretch, to release all that physical tension. Together, they create the perfect wind-down experience. And listen, this part is so important. Please do not feel like you have to do all of this perfectly starting tonight. The goal here isn't perfection, it's just progress. Just pick one. Commit to trying just one of these steps. Even something as small as putting your phone away 30 minutes earlier than usual can make a massive difference.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. Looking at this toolkit, which of these steps feels the most doable for you right now? Which one are you going to try tonight to take that very first step toward better, deeper sleep?